Hello, folks, and welcome back to Shield Bash. I am Mark, and I will be your GM and host for the day. And to my right,
Will playing Uko.
Farmageddon Jason, this is me here playing Farmageddon Bridger, and I'll be doing a new experiment, Farmageddon, with subliminal messaging, Farmageddon. See if you can pick out, Farmageddon, where I'm putting in these subtle messages.
That's backward masking. If you're an 80s kid, you know that.
Curtis.
Farmageddon.
Playing Farmageddon. Donk. Farmageddon. Damn it.
It's contagious.
Pete playing Nat.
He almost said meta.
You sure? Sounded like you weren't convinced.
Not meta.
I'm Britt. I'm playing Balmy Tiger.
Yes, and as you guys all noticed, I'm sure Tooth Grimstar is on the injured reserve again today. But don't fear, we're going to get him through this session, and then he'll be back at a later date. So if you're looking for anything to do coming up in April, you might want to go to a little con we like to call Farmageddon. Farmageddon.
It's working.
I know I'll be there, as well as all the Shield Bash guys, and
Yep.
a lot of our friends and neighbors from around the country here. Still having an open invitation to anybody from Sweden and or Norway up that direction, if you'd like to come.
Fuck you, Denmark.
Yeah, because, whatever. But, no, if you're from Denmark, come to Farmageddon. And like Will said, pretty much if you fly over here and we know about it ahead of time, pretty much everything's taken care of for you. So that's one person only from those countries. So make sure you guys talk amongst yourselves.
What do you got against Danish?
I love Danish.
We'll take one from every country.
I love cheese
Danish?
Danish,
Hell yeah.
apple Danish,
Specify which country.
raspberry.
They charge for them. That's what I have against them. If it was free, I'd love you.
Hey, maybe if they brought some with, it would be free.
Sure, yeah. I would accept that, and I would no longer speak ill of Denmark and for as long as I remembered this promise.
This offer is only valid for Farmageddon 2022.
one per all the northern countries. If you're the second one from Sweden, well, you're on your own. Actually, we'd probably pick you up the same time we picked the first guy up, but hey, whatever.
Or gal.
Hopefully a gal, yeah, but it's okay. We definitely will treat you like a VIP, even if you're a male.
If you are a woman, though, it'll be somebody else picking you up, because I don't think I could swing that past explaining that away from my wife, just being like, yeah, no, I'm going to go pick up this foreign, strange girl from, Scandinavia.
And we also promise if you are a female, we won't let Neil pick you up by himself.
Yeah, that will need to be chaperoned. Yeah.
Will, you seem like the most upstanding of us, but we'll put Will in charge of chaperones.
I was going to say, if Will can't do it, then the wife would probably go with me, but I could probably swing it.
I could just get free tickets.
I'd just take an ambulance from work, drive over there, it'd be fine.
Britt could do it.
Really sounds like a problem. We should jump off that bridge when we get there, but whatever.
Hey, everybody's jumping off of bridges. What are we jumping off of bridges for? Farmageddon.
So, Jason, tell us a little bit about Farmageddon. We've been hearing it a lot, even on our sleep now, apparently. But what actually is a Farmageddon?
So, about almost exactly 10 years ago, I started going to local cons. I was a little over, and I was like, these are a lot of fun. And I started trying to work on getting the guys here to start attending some. And once they did, they realized that, yeah, these are a lot of fun. And we decided, we could do this. And so we did. And we have this local convention. It's a charitable organization run by Knights of the Octagon, NFP. And we take the proceeds and donate them to local charities. Started off specifically for the Boy Scouts. But then our local scout troop kind of aged out and nothing really came along to replace it. So we've done other non-local scout troops.
Tell them about the Unicorn Farm.
We've done Girl Scout troops, and lately we've also been doing the Hope Lives Youth Ranch, which takes disadvantaged horses and pairs them with disadvantaged youths. And they, riding lessons and just general, almost like animal therapy for kids who need it. And it is, it's always another charity. I personally know the lady who runs that youth ranch. We used to go to church together.
She was nice.
She is one of the sweetest people in the world. The one time I ever saw her angry, I was like, "Oh, somebody fucked up." If you pissed off Emily, you seriously fucked up. But so that's what Farmageddon is. We're a local con. do lots of different organized play, great kitchen, full bar, and we just try for a really relaxed atmosphere, as relaxed as you can be for, trying to game for, basically 48 hours straight.
And we have drink specials.
Yup.
Themed drink specials. Where are you going to find that at a con? I mean, it's amazing. So come to Farmageddon, get your gaming on. You can GM if you want. If you don't want, just come to play. We do, like Jay said, several different organized play. We do Pathfinder 1, Pathfinder 2, Starfinder. We're going to have D&D 5th edition is going to be there, the Adventurers League. We had Warhammer one year. We even had the LARP people were supposed to come. Yeah. So hopefully they'll come back now that we're getting out and actually being able to do stuff in public around each other without having to be like 6 to 10 feet away all the time. So come out, enjoy it, enjoy the food, enjoy the fun, enjoy the festivities at Farmageddon. Farmageddon.
When you said you can GM if you want to,
but don't leave your friends behind.
that's exactly where my mind went.
Ditto.
Because if your friends don't play, then you don't have no game, and you're not a GM of mine.
You could also go with you can GM if you want to. Don't leave your dice behind.
Turns out the LARP community actually continued throughout the pandemic. They just used polearms.
Reach weapons for everyone.
You can find us at, it's Farmageddon9 on warhorn.net or Farmageddon137.com for the actual official website. And also, back to what you guys were saying, my favorite is Necromance if you want to. You can bring your friends to life. But if your friends aren't dead, and if they're not dead, then they're no friends of mine.
I'm okay with that.
Quit necromancing yourself.
Funny story. He tripped, and on the way down, beat himself to death.
Well, not safe for work, people, but we had an ambulance call the other day. A male subject in a local facility had spent the last 26 hours playing with himself, and so the staff called and had us transport him to a psych facility for, quote, self-harm. It's like, I think that's a lot of self-love myself, but,
Well,
Did he take a little blue pill?
There's a fine line between love and hate.
There is.
And he was probably like a glazed donut at this time, right?
Make sure he's hydrated.
Wow.
Any idea what caused
a lot
this?
to absorb there.
16 hours of self-love?
I would have to say some kind of chemical enhancement, like Bert said, could have been a blue pill, but I'm thinking there's a little bit of a rock problem there, too.
I believe the male in question had some degenerative mental diagnoses.
Crack.
You don't say.
So
Meth.
I'm guessing he just reverted back to his teenage years of self-discovery.
Yeah, life sucks. I'm just going to sit here and beat off all day.
Green Day did a song about that.
Could do worse, I guess.
Wow, I got
So,
nothing. I got nothing on that. Wow.
did you guys see my new T-shirt? It's got a
Hey!
big otter on it. It says "Play well with otters."
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's adorable. We haven't heard from Joe, our friend who works up at the zoo. But hey, Joe, if you're still listening, shout us out.
Hey guys, did you see my new shirt?
I did. Necromancer. Raise dead cats.
Speaking of necromancy.
I approve.
Bit dead.
Listeners, it's got like a anthropomorphic wizard cat and a bunch of like ghost cats, and it's Nico, Neko, the Japanese for cat.
Also, the famed candy wafers.
Spelled a little different, but yeah.
Spelled a little
right,
different,
yeah.
but yes. The ones that
Necro wafers.
weren't made for about 45 seconds until somebody bought the company and was like, yeah, we're still going to produce these slightly flavorless wafers.
That people pay money for. I mean, hey, when you got something good and people want to pay for it, keep making it.
You got to stay on your mic, man. We're dropping you real hard.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I don't want to be dropped
Kiss
real
it.
hard on
Kiss
my
it.
head because I
Well-
want to be here.
I still occasionally get them because it reminds me of my childhood, but other than that, I really don't like them.
So it's
It reminds me of my childhood, but I really don't like it. I don't want to
I
go back
remember
there.
those when I was a kid. Yeah, they still suck.
Tastes like nostalgia.
Hit me again, Mommy. It's like liquid sadness.
It's like when you go back and have that bottom of the barrel alcohol, and you're like, oh, it tastes like high school.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's apple wine.
Little Mad Dog 2020.
Some purple passion.
Oh, there you go. Now you're speaking my lingo. I
Angry
remember
Orchard.
that.
Looks the same coming up.
You know how many high school Fridays in high school, you know, I'd get passed a note and a bunch of money, and they'd say, "Can you get this for the party tonight?" I'm like, well, I don't know. Let me look. You know, so I'd open it up and be like, okay, we got 6 cases of Budweiser, we got 7 cases of Busch, 3 bottles of Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill, and 1 bottle of Mad Dog 2020. So I would go to the store because since I was like 14, I had a full mustache. And I was tall for my age.
You were born with that thing,
Pretty
weren't you?
damn close. And I was tall for my age, so I would go in and I would get served. The best part was I would come in with one of my friends who the lady knew was underage, but he was older than me. But he told her that I was a friend of his from college, and I was a junior.
And somehow this all worked, huh?
Not only did it worked extremely well because I tell her what I want, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you want it cold?" I said, "Yeah, because we're gonna have a party. We got an ice chest and stuff. We're gonna put it cold." She goes, "Well, hon, you know it'd be just cheaper if you bought a keg. They're on sale this week." And I'm like, "Oh really?" And she goes, "Well, yeah, you can get a keg. Now this is a long time ago. You can get a keg for $65, and all that's going to cost you more than that." And she says, "We'll throw in the tapper and the barrel to put it in, for free. But there's a $5 deposit, but you have to bring the tapper back." I'm like, "Well, that sounds like a plan." So I walked out with a keg and 3 bottles of Strawberry Hills Boone Farm, Mad Dog 2020, and a Purple Passion.
Nice.
When we started talking about this, I said Angry Orchard, but the truth is we just drank straight alcohol.
Yeah.
So, bottle of Bacardi, I guess?
Yeah. 151.
Back when I was in high school, you could get a fifth of McCormick's vodka for $5. So we'd get that
Ew.
and
I
a
think you
case
still
of.
get one for $6.
Yeah. Yuck.
We were poor, cheap, and underage, so I mean, we got what we got, and then we'd go back to
We
work
liked it.
and hide it in the back of McDonald's and drink it.
Or in your friend's van.
I didn't drink it in your van.
No, because you got rid of it before that cop pulled us over.
I wasn't the one doing donuts in the parking lot.
You're right.
To be fair, that is not strictly illegal.
Well, no, actually, the biggest problem was the fact that I was out past curfew.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Being totally inconspicuous doing donuts in a parking lot.
I
Yeah.
never told
Yep.
2 of my friends to get in the trunk instead of my back seat because we didn't technically have the ability to have more than one person in the car at a time.
Oh, right. They changed the laws. It's graduated now, isn't it?
The guy. You put your friends in the trunk?
Yeah, so I could only have one person in the car at a time, and we
that's where
lived
it
in a small
started,
town,
folks.
so they knew who I was, and so if they had seen all those people in the car, they'd have stopped me. But they can't see them if they're in the trunk.
You fuckers, get in the trunk.
That's what's so funny to me because, of course, I'm quite older than you. But when I started driving, they didn't give 2 fucks about how many people were in the car. You had your license. You had your license. It doesn't matter if you got it that day. Hey, everybody, we're going to Pizza Hut. Pile in.
Yep.
My buddy had a cargo van, and he put RV plates on it. So if you weren't sitting behind the steering wheel, you could have open alcohol in a fucking van.
That's
Down by the river.
Yeah, when I got mine, the only thing was if you got too many tickets before you turn 21, you lose your license. So the first year I had my license, I got 3 tickets in a week and lost it for 3 months.
Whoops. That's a month a ticket.
Pete, get in the trunk.
If I'd have done that, I'd have lost my license probably until I was 21.
Nice.
Man, they're so much stricter now.
It was the same cop every time, too, for me.
I also didn't have a very big car, so this is how I got 2 of my friends to cuddle in my trunk.
They both jump in there. He pulls over, opens the trunk, throws in some paper towels, closes it. Don't leave a fucking mess back there, you two.
Will, matchmaker or serial killer? You decide.
Hey, what's this plastic and a shovel for?
Hey, why is there duct tape back here?
You know, as an Uber driver on Halloween, that's great. Throw a roll of plastic, some duct tape, and a shovel in the trunk.
Maybe a bag of
Pick
lye.
people up at the train station.
Speaking of train station, when I was in the Navy, was stationed at Great Lakes, and when you were
I was born there.
were you really?
In the Navy?
Yeah. No, I was in Great Lakes.
In the Navy. Oh, sorry. There you go. Yeah, they were going to use that as a recruiting song until they found out about what the village people were all about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then like, yeah, we better not do that. But anyway.
What happened to Don't Ask, Don't Tell?
Well, that was before that was
Don't
prior
Ask,
to
Don't
Don't Ask,
Tell.
Don't Tell. We couldn't have our cars on base if you were in a training command. So I had a car. I lived in Illinois. So I went down, picked my car up one weekend, came back, parked at the train station for the princely sum of $10 a week. It was $40 a month. Now, the cool part is that not very many people there on base had their own vehicle. So I ended up doing an Uber before Uber was actually a thing. And I also had a mobile bar in my trunk. I had 2 milk crates full of all kinds of orphan bottles of alcohol. And for the small sum of $20, I would take you to the airport or the train station down in Chicago to get you home for the weekend stuff. And we had drinks. So it was kind of, a nice service before there was a service like that.
Dude, somebody should do that.
It's called a limousine service if there's alcohol involved.
Yeah, but I didn't have a limo.
Can't serve alcohol with a hack license, man.
It was an 82 Malibu. Chevy
Nice.
Malibu.
When I was in
With a
Carbondale,
Landau top.
we used to go once a week to Missouri to get cigarettes. And
Bootlegger.
I was going regardless. But if someone wanted to go with me, I'd charge them $40 for the ride. I get 4 people in my car, and it'd be free for me.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Back then, gas was much, much cheaper than it is now.
Oh, yeah.
And $20 a head, I would take 6 people, cram them in my car, take them to O'Hare, and I made money. Because I'd usually do two trips a Friday.
Nowadays, it costs you $70 to get from downtown Chicago to O'Hare.
Right?
I know because I had to pay that.
I was going to wonder, how did you know that, Will?
Kurt, what's it cost to go from Champaign to O'Hare?
$237.
Bam! Good God.
I'm going to point out, I got my car towed from just outside Champaign all the way back to Farmer City, and it was $90 for a tow.
Been cheaper to take a cab.
No, it wouldn't have.
On that note,
Farmageddon.
So how's everybody doing? Getting ready for Farmageddon?
Tired.
Farmageddon.
Well, we know you're always tired, Pete.
I'm feeling very Farmageddon about it. I mean, good about it. What happened?
I don't know,
That's
it's like
Farmageddon.
something's in your brain. Well, yesterday at noon was the silver badge registration onslaught for GaryCon. So Will and I are going to GaryCon. We're GMing, what, you got 4, 5?
4.
Yeah, we're both GMing 4 slots.
When is that?
That is the end of March, like the...
24th-ish.
get here before you know it.
But you know what else is coming soon? Farmageddon.
During Farmageddon, Jason talked me into running all of the, what are they called, Jason?
Games?
Scenarios.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's the breaking storm?
I was saying, you're fucking running them, not me.
I can't remember.
You're running all the
done thing.
high-level ones?
I'm doing all 3 of the breaking storm ones, I believe.
Nice.
You should have seen the way I convinced him. I went, hey, Will, since you're running 2 of them, are you sure you don't want to just run the whole thing so it's like you get the theme? I was very persuasive.
Extremely.
Well, I may have to sign up for all those then.
I gotta look on there and sign up for some more. I just signed up for Friday and part of Saturday, and then I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Fair warning, the last 3 times I've GM'd, I've rolled absolutely terribly, so it may just be boring.
Or it's your turn and your dice will switch around for you.
Yeah, or it's a party wipe.
You'll start doing what Neil does and roll like 6 nat 20s in a row.
That dude's got weighted dice.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about me trying to kill you and all those. So,
Yeah, I'll just have to worry about that later.
Well, isn't that exactly what you'd be doing if you were playing? Like, you'd be trying to kill the miniature versions of him?
for whatever reason, Will thinks that anytime I GM and he's in one of my games, I am like, my goal is to kill his character as many times as possible, and that is not true.
Something about an auger through a painting comes to mind. I don't know. I think it's all in his head.
There is a level 15 Pathfinder 1 scenario on Saturday night on Farmageddon. I'm looking at possibly playing or running that. I got a level 15 summoner.
Oh,
Nice.
a PF1. I don't have anything that high. I think 12. Like I secret level. That's about all I got.
That's Moonscar.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a module. It's so it's Saturday afternoon and evening.
Oh, okay.
the person who requested it said they'd run it, but they have signed up to play it. So somebody's going to have to run that thing.
Oh, he did sign up to play it?
Yeah.
Who's that, Zach Fox?
Daniels.
Oh, Zach Daniels. All right.
Jack Daniels, where?
Zach Fox, I believe, isn't he the guy who mostly does Starfinder?
He's from Iowa.
Yeah,
he likes
he does.
to
Tall
likes
dude
to-
from Iowa. Glasses.
He does play Pathfinder too, but given the choice, he'll do Starfinder.
and he GM'd a lot of Starfinder.
Yeah. He was he was there for a Dukes of Hazzard run.
Yes. The Nukes of Hazard.
Them Starfinders didn't know what was in that gorge, but they were sure going to find out.
Yeah, we swapped out like what 3 of the main weapons on the ship with nukes.
That was not my scenario.
Oh,
No, I was there for that one.
You
with
were there
Zach.
for that one.
And
Yeah,
it's
we-
like we go up to this planet and they're like, we're going to shoot it from space. Okay. Hey, GM, we're going to use these boons on this ship. Okay. And they just decimated the planet. It's like half the scenario is done.
we carried that over from our planetfall scenario where you were driving the go buggy.
What? Acceleration? You mean as fast as possible?
Good times, good times.
Well, hey, look. I finally figured out how to actually do this.
Whoa!
Make a character.
Real live,
Put your pants on.
on paper character sheet instead of working off on my phone this time.
That's awesome, Brett.
Right?
My little boy's growing up. So
Yep.
proud.
Back a step here. Farmageddon. We have 3 Zachs that show up on a regular basis now. Zach Fox, Zach Daniels, and Zach Cahoon. None of them live in the same state. None of them spell their names the same way. None of them use the same abbreviations.
And last year we had Zach Wolf too.
Yep.
And
Yep.
didn't we have a bear?
I thought there was a
Oh.
bear
Yes.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, well.
but he wasn't a Zach, right?
No, not a Zach.
Right.
God, what was his name?
Bear.
Bear.
No,
Bear.
no, his last name was also something animal related. Like I can't remember his full name, but
All I know is he got a cool shirt.
yeah, it's his legal name too. So
That's awesome.
There you go.
Last campaign he was in that I played with him, he had rotten dice.
Did they smell?
If they could have smelled, I'm sure they would have. He had some rough luck. Like he was at the point where he was cussing, and he seems like he's a pretty passive individual. So
Yeah, there's few things that'll make a gamer cuss besides bad dice rolls.
oh man, this guy just had rotten luck. I was feeling for him, man. I was like, dude,
you're right, because you know
do you need a hug?
this table is a real good indication that we just never swear at all.
Fuck right.
Yeah.
Hey, Will's back. Awesome. Now we can go ahead. We were waiting on you or anything, but we were waiting on you a little bit. But hey,
Don't worry, we know how to stall.
last time when we left our intrepid band of adventurers, we found out that the Donk was dying too because he had been flanked and hit twice by a kobold. Toof was in a corner surrounded by 3 kobolds, and poor Nat had 1 kobold right in front of her. And for some reason, Uko and Bridger were just in the other room with the fountain going, hey, that looks bad. But
We're casting spells.
yeah, they're the ranged assaulters. So we are going to start at the top of the order because I dropped Donk with my last kobold, as I remember. And Donk, you go right after him now because you're dead. So what would you like to do?
What are my options?
Well, you can lay there and bleed. You can make a death saving throw, and or you can spend your hero point to immediately stabilize
Doesn't he move to the end?
right before the guy that killed him.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So why would his turn be now then?
it's not.
Okay.
Will corrected me. Thank you, Will.
Oh, he changes his initiative order?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Weird.
falls off from top to bottom
Gives everybody a chance to actually help the person before they
right
die.
before they come back to kill him again.
New.
As opposed to first edition where you drop and then all of a sudden, hey, it's my turn again.
All right. So that guy was the last to go. So top of the order now would be Toof Grimscar. And since Toof isn't here, I will play for Toof.
Loser.
He whips it out. Oh.
And I'm going to hit
Seems about right.
I'm gonna hit the first one. And I missed. So I'll try for the second one. And I missed. Now, if you're wondering, I'm not quite as good as Neil is at playing Tooth because I rolled a 13, a 2, and a 9. So that's 3 whiffs for Tooth and he is surrounded by the kobolds, whose turn it is next. So the first kobold, he takes out a sap. Oh, and that's a natural 20.
Who's he going after?
Tooth.
Oh, he's going after Tooth. All right.
And that is 6 points of damage doubled to 12. So 12 points of bludgeoning damage on Tooth. Tooth was already injured, so that knocks him unconscious, and Tooth falls down.
Mama said knock you out.
I done fell out.
Knock his tooth
now,
out.
Now, Bridger, you hear, we will feed him to the baby. Kill the rest of them. So then the other two goblins, the other two goblins, they are going to turn on Bommy, since they're right there in front of him. And the first one, Bommy, is going to take his spear and try to stab you with it. I believe that is going to hit with an 11. Oh, sorry.
No.
I have to add 10 to that. That's 21, sorry.
Yo, that would get it, yeah.
Yeah, 21. Gotcha. All right, and it does, 7 points of max spear piercing damage. That was his first attack. Second attack, that is a 16. Does that hit?
Yes.
All right. Oh, that's only 3 points of damage. So you managed to squeak by and not get hit quite as hard on that time. And since he's standing right there, he's going to try to get you again. Stop! Oh, and that misses horribly as you I guess you bent over in pain and it went right over your head. The third and final goblin in the row there, he is going to try. Oh, sorry, kobold. We have a goblin over there on the floor. Sorry. That is a 15. Does that hit you?
15?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Go fish.
All right, so he whiffs. He's going to try it again. Well, that's a little better, but still that's not going to hit. And his last swing for the fences also misses horribly. So that is Kobold 3, 5, and 8, and it is now Bridger's turn.
So Bridger is going to walk up just behind Nat, hearing a large thunk as though a heavily armored half-orc bitched out and couldn't take it. He is now somewhat worried.
He was knocked unconscious.
I said what I said.
Emotional damage.
But unable to do anything to help our friend Donk. That's his fucking name. Last night he was Callie. Give me a break. So unable to help Donk, he's instead just going to try and help in the killing version. And so he moves up and he will cast Telekinetic Projectile. While he does so, though, he is going to say, hey, y'all keep saying baby like it's referring to a specific person. Like, what is baby? And as he's doing the air quotes, he's, using that motion to, flick a large chunk of rock at the one that is right in front of Nat.
Nice.
Damn, it's only a 12. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm going to use my hero point. We'll do it early.
Yeah, get him out there early.
Use it or lose it.
Beat his ass.
17 hit his armor class.
Yes, sir. Ding, 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 ding. You are a winner.
That'll be 6. Repeat, 6 damages.
Ooh, that was a strong hit. Not quite enough to kill him, but it was a good hit. And he goes, ow,
Please do not use that kind of language in front of the dog.
and he's holding his head, and he goes, you will be food for the baby. The baby is all. Kill them.
Are we in the baby now? You said the baby is all. Are you the baby?
Bah! Kill them.
No.
So Bridger moved, did telekinetic projectile, which is two actions, and his turn is over, and it's Balmy Taker's turn.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
You have plenty of targets, Balmy. And also, poor Donk is on the floor.
Yeah, this is what we call a target-rich environment. All right, first I'll go after the one directly in front of me, who I believe did some damage to me. Yeah, gotta be in a box, though. Jesus criminy.
You need to work on your aim.
All right, that's a 20 altogether.
Oh, that's a hit,
With
sir.
the Derling sword.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling.
I guess that's a 6 altogether for damage.
6 points, you say. That's another good hit, just like Bridger, but not quite enough to kill him.
He's still standing.
He's still standing.
I'm going to focus my ire and rage on him for now. So, once more.
With feeling.
It's a 18.
That is a hit, sir.
And... Fuck. 5 points of damage.
Ooh, that's almost as good as your last one. And he did not have near as many hit points because of your first hit. So he falls down. He dies.
Fuck that guy. Now I got one more thing unless I want to move, right?
Armageddon, that guy.
So
Yes.
now I'm going to go the guy to my right diagonally.
Get him. Get him.
I'm going to smack
This will
him.
be
Hey,
minus
Britt,
10.
do me a favor and crit this guy, would you?
Minus 10.
Sorry, no buenos there. I've got an 8 altogether.
Ooh, yeah. He kind of just goes.
All right, well, we can't win them all.
It was a good try, though.
Next swing,
And now it's Nat Loomis's turn.
All
The
right.
one in front of you is very hurt, thanks to your buddy Bridger.
Yeah, Nat watched Bridger smack it with a rock, so I'm not going to hunt this guy, but I am going to draw my bow and shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face. Or,
How's a 25 do versus their armor class?
ow, that's not quite a crit, but it's really close.
Out of curiosity, would a 26 been a crit?
Yes.
Because of volley, it's not a crit.
But you only have to get 2 points of damage. Come on, you can kill it.
Oh,
9?
Yay, you killed it.
Thank you.
Kill steal.
Alrighty, so then Nat's going to look to the one in front of the down goblin, right?
Yep.
And we'll hunt prey on that one,
Okay.
and we'll fire off a shot.
Get it. Get it.
That'll be a 20 to hit,
That is a hit, sir.
which is 11 damage.
Oh, that one is dead, too. Wow. That little sprite can shoot.
Alright, so that's my 3 actions.
And that was a wonderful turn.
I got him for you guys!
Uko, you can't see a lot what's going on in there. You heard a large crash as if a body full of armor had fallen to the floor. You heard Bridger ask questions in a language you don't understand. And you saw your sprite companion shoot and drop 2 of the kobolds. And that's about all you can see from back there because so many people are in the way.
Firstly, Nat, are you down 2 hit points?
Yes, Nat
Gain.
is down 2 hit points.
Gain 2 hit points.
And that's from the soul link that you have?
Yeah, the spirit link.
Spirit link.
Britt's over here like, what about me? What about me, bro?
If Don could talk, Don would be going,
It only works for the person that I spirit linked.
Dammers.
From good.
Hey, Jason.
What?
What's your safe word?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Uko is going to squeeze past his
Mine's
compatriots
Farmageddon.
in the hallway, and as he gets into the room, take a step to the right so that he can be just slightly away from the kobolds and next to Doc.
but it's a step to the left and a slide to the right.
Bring your knees in.
Fair enough.
And it's the pelvic thrust.
It drives me insane.
And he's going to
heal the goblin
2 action heal
So
the goblin that's on the ground.
It's just some blood back in your veins.
It's a sweet transfusion from a transsexual
That's 15 points.
Transylvania.
So we were doing this family gathering, right? And we were talking about...
I love that triggered you with the family gathering.
You're gonna fucking love this. So we're talking about Rocky Horror Picture Show, and my sister-in-law is talking about, it's like, who was Dr. Frankenfurter? And she's like, oh, it's Tim Allen?
No.
I fucking lost it at this concept. No, we all knew it was. It's Tim Curry, but like the concept of Tim Allen playing that part.
Fucking great.
Imagining like him trying to bring that, his sex toy back to life and just being like, more power.
We're going to use the new Binford 4000.
I died laughing, and everybody was like, "What?" People were coming in from the other room, like, "What did we miss? What's going on?"
Oh, Lord. That's awesome. So, Uko, were you successful?
Yeah. 15 points.
Sorry, we got a little sidetracked on you.
15 points. Donk is back in action. However, Donk, you are on the floor of the cavern, and you have dropped everything.
Yeah, and real quick, I had my damage wrote down. Do I just go to
Start at
0?
You start at 0, and
Okay.
you're wounded 2.
All right.
Which means if you go unconscious again, you add the wounding condition to where you'd go for dying, so you'd go right to dying 3.
And if it's a crit, you would be dying 4, and you would be dead.
4 is the limit?
Just to be careful. Well, unless you have a feat, or if you have... There's
Yes, 4 is the limit.
Yeah, but you can have 5, but it has to be a feat.
And so when does this go away?
You can do medicine checks to make it go away, and
Correct.
resting.
Correct.
Okay.
Or being fully healed, I believe.
Yeah, if you're fully healed by magic, then you're not wounded either, I believe.
If you're fully healed by magic, I need 1 more hit point.
God damn it, Will!
You want to know what's funny about that?
You'll suck again.
You big tease.
I rolled a 7 on the D8, and I got a +8. So what you needed was max.
Yeah. So I'm going to collect my stuff that I dropped, which is just my dog slicers.
That's 2 actions. You're going to stand up.
Yeah, stand up.
That'll be your 3rd action. Good round. All right, top of the order, Toof is unconscious. I will do a roll for him to see if he wakes up. He does not. And it is Kobold 5 and 8. So they're right there. There's a big guy there. I think since you killed their friend, Bomby, they're going to go after you. So one is going to step up right in front of you, and he's going to try to stick you in the face with his little spear.
God damn, how many of these fuckers are they?
Well, there were 9, and there's a lot less now, so you guys have been doing good.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For a 21. That's not a crit, is it? Didn't think so.
21, no.
All right, you got 3 points of damage from that one, and he's got 1 more swing at you, so he's going to go for the fences. And that is not enough to hit you as you're able to slide sideways out of the way. Right into the oncoming spear of the other one, maybe. Oh, that's a 20.
Yeah.
It's a dirty 20, so you're okay. But that is 6 points of damage. Are you still up?
Barely.
All right, well, he's going to try to hit you again then. Oh, that's a bit outside. He didn't get you on that one. And his last one, swinging for the fences again. And no, you're able to duck that one. So that is my kobold's turn. Bridger, you're up. There's 2 kobolds attacking your dwarf buddy.
I'm pretty sure I can see one of them.
You can see both of them.
All right, well, I'm going to go with the one that's closest to me, so it's, just for the listeners, it's a little forward and to the left. They're kind of forming a wall between me and Balmy.
The one that just moved up, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a projectile at that one, and
Put some stank on it.
no. You're the one with the magic that lets you hit harder. 25.
Oh, almost a crit, but not quite.
Well,
So
much better
close.
damage, though. 9 damage.
Oh, and that's enough to make his little head cave in and fall in a pool of his own blood.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then I will ask the last time, I'm like, what is baby?
God damn it, Richard. That's their communal girlfriend.
You don't even know what language I'm speaking. And then I will cast shield too, which is the big black butterfly wings made out of energy that appear in front of me.
Right. Okay, so a shield of black cosmic wings springs into being in front of Bridger at the end of his turn. And Bommy, you have one last kobold there that is looking at Bridger, just hate in his eye, and saying something you can't understand. But Bridger, you hear him say,
You will meet the baby soon enough, and you will feed it.
Is it easily recognizable? Will I look at it and be like, oh, that must be baby?
You will know when you see an outsider.
Okay, thanks. Must have a name tag.
So you're saying it's my turn now?
it is your
Okay.
turn, Bommy.
First swing was a miss. However, I think maybe with the second being a 16, it might be a hit.
Ooh, right on the button.
Max fucking damage. Fuck this guy. You're looking at 12 altogether.
Oh, and you take his head right off.
There's your baby.
It was a regular Farmageddon in here. Besides that, you killed all the kobolds now, so now you can kind of look around a little bit. The last thing that you hear him say as he expires, Bridger, is the friend is a dragon and a blessing from gods. Is a sign that we were destined to return and conquer all. Oh, I'll never see my halflings grow.
I think he just went crazy and died. He said something about his...
What'd he say?
His friend... The friend... This is the first time I remember a mention of a friend. Is a dragon and a blessing from the gods. A sign of destiny, which it could be. You never know. But those are really hard to determine. But he apparently thinks that it also meant he was supposed to return, and he was sad he'd never see his halflings grow. I don't know if he means that literally or if he means like small children. I don't know. It's something. It's really confused, but I think it's like he thinks the baby has to do with this. So it's like I think we should just go forward and look for Destiny's Child.
I think something got lost in translation, but okay.
He was in a lot of pain and there was a lot of blood gurgling in his throat. So I mean, Bridger did the best he could.
He's saying he's supposed to have half a wing grow? That doesn't seem very efficient.
It could have been halfling, could have been half a wing, could have been hatchling. I mean, Bridger's. I mean, he speaks Draconic, but they've got a weird, dialect. So I mean, he's doing the best he can. Give him a break.
Yeah.
More clicking and clacking than you would imagine.
A lot of mech-meching.
Hey, Will, that spell that you have on me, how much longer does that last?
Yes, it does.
I'm full health then after 2 rounds.
Okay.
So anyway, once you guys have overcome the kobold threat here in the what looks like to be a dining room, at least that part of the warren, you can go and you can start looking around, and as you do, you find that each of the kobolds is wearing a very familiar necklace by now. It's copper and eggshell necklace that you found on the other ones. So that's 9 of those. In addition, you get all their gear. It was 9 copper and eggshell necklaces like the one you found earlier on the Trapmaster. These guys apparently were a little higher ranked than the ones you fought earlier. You also find a chest in the corner filled with trinkets and collected valuables. Inside there is a bolt of fine silk cloth, a painting of an adventurer on a fine horse, a sack filled with silver coins, and a crystal decanter filled with some kind of old wine. It looks like 3 jars of oil. A large feather, and a familiar red potion vial.
Now, the weird thing is, one of the 2 guys you would expect to be going looking for all this shit is collapsed on the ground, panting heavily, bleeding all over the place.
Bridger goes over there with his kit. He's like, dwarf anatomy's weird, and I spend the 10 minutes but completely fail my medicine check. But not so bad that I hurt you.
Okay, good.
Uko will go over and attempt the same thing.
While they're doing this, Nat's going to refocus.
And here's something that's kind of neat. Since you've covered all the challenges of this area, it brings us to a time I like to call level up. You guys have all reached 2nd level. Ding, 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 ding.
I was not prepared.
I know. I wasn't prepared either because I forgot to read this again after however many weeks it's been.
It's been a little while.
Anyway, I can help you by telling you the following information. Each hero increases the max number of hit points based on their class. 6 for a wizard, 8 for a cleric, and 10 for a fighter. Everyone also gets to add their constitution to their max hit points. For any statistics where a hero is trained or an expert, they increase the statistic by 1. This includes AC and all 3 saving throws, perception skills, spell DCs for spellcasters, and attack rolls. Don't increase ability modifiers, damage rolls, or attacks and skills that the hero isn't trained or expert in. And each character gains new abilities from their class. Clerics and wizards also gain an additional 1st level spell slot, allowing them to cast 1 more spell each per day.
Yeah, so I guess I should ask for prepared casters, how are you handling new spell slots in between rests?
I'm going to say that since we're pressed for time, if you guys rest for at least 6 to 8 hours, you don't have to sleep, but if you rest for 6 to 8 hours, you can get all your stuff back. But right now, you get all that stuff that I just read because we are playing the beginner's box rules.
I also failed to heal you. So I'm going to just go ahead and heal you.
Oh. If at first you don't succeed,
Cast a spell. Hey, there's that max that I needed for Doc. You get 16.
Nice.
So, while you guys are doing that, let me describe the rest of the room. Oh, unless you have questions.
If we just got all the stuff that we just got from leveling up, save your fucking spell.
Everybody
You healed?
Yeah.
Oh, you have more health now.
Yes, he has more health.
Okay, I will save it then.
Yeah. But now, what's my hit die as a rogue? Is it an 8?
Yeah, should be an 8.
Okay.
The only thing that's not is a wizard. Wizards are 6s. Clerics, rogues, those Middle ones are 8. Fighters, your swashbucklers, stuff like that, also 10.
A wizard.
I will admit, I'm generally fairly slow about leveling up. I'll do the mechanical stuff, but if you don't mind, I'd like to hold off on the chance to...
I am perfectly fine with that, Jason, because you guys will be having time to, fine-tune your characters before we move on to the Abomination Vaults. This is a level up in the middle of the module per the box. So we'll just go with this for right now. I totally get what you're saying. I am fine with that. So while we're doing that, I'm going to describe the rest of the room for you. There are 3 alcoves over to the west, and it looks like this was the sleeping pallets and or nest of the kobolds that were pretty much in this room. Also, next to the table, to the north of you, you see a set of natural stairs about three steps up into a corridor that leads into another room. You also notice that when you go into the middle alcove to the west, that there is a small fissure. And you can look in there and you see blackness, but you also see there's a faint smell of rot that you're very familiar with seeping through that crack, and you think that would translate back over to where you killed the Yugoths.
A small fisher? What's he fishing for?
Very small trap.
Got it.
What do we need to do to identify some of these items? Because I imagine Bridger goes over and hefts up that picture and goes, "Oh, I know this guy."
As it was nice you said you could use appraise or crafting.
Appraise doesn't seem to exist, so I will go with crafting.
Crafting, my fault.
GM,
Yes.
just as a heads up, I now have dubious knowledge.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
I now have battle medicine.
Yay!
That is awesome.
21.
21 for the painting, you said?
Sure, yeah.
Excellent. It is a knight on horseback, and it appears that you could probably sell this fine painting for at least 2 gold pieces. You also have a bolt of silk, which you don't know what the value of that is, but is very fine, as if it's been stolen from somewhere, either where it was well preserved or just a recent acquisition by these kobolds. The sack, you open that and count out 20 silver pieces, and if anybody wants to cast Detect Magic, and Nat is going to do that, the feather lights up, and so does the red potion vial. You guys are pretty sure that red potion vial is a healing potion, and the latter you'll have to do a Arcana check or occultism check or some kind of check to tell what that is.
Arcana would be a 19.
That is a ladder feather token.
Ladder, LADD.
Yep, LADDER.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Nat gets a sense that Bridger should have that and just hands it over.
Thanks. I love feather tokens.
The last thing that you guys have to identify is the fine silk cloth, which you could do that with, I would say, either crafting or a society check, because it is from a society. And you also have a crystal decanter filled with some kind of wine. You might be able to use profession or knowledge skill on that if anybody has anything applicable.
So, society check of 19.
That is fine silk, and that bolt you're pretty sure is going to be worth about 5 gold pieces, Nat. And in fact, do you open the decanter, like sniff the wine and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Gotta check everything.
It's got a sour smell to it. You don't think that's probably going to be worth anything, but the actual decanter itself is very well made and has some neat etchings on it, and you think that's probably worth a gold piece by itself.
I'm detecting notes of fecal matter.
That's just donk.
Hey, Donk.
Yes.
Hello. Hey, you want to open up your pickle jar, man? We can pour this in. It's very vinegary.
I have enough vinegar. Save it for when it gets low.
I'm gonna sell this thing though. It's really expensive. Now or never.
You'll have to excuse me. I wasn't listening to the conversation.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Well, and I am probably the least experienced second edition player here, and I'm trying to figure out how to level up.
It's wine that's gone to vinegar.
That's fine. You can top it off, but there's not a lot of room.
Yeah, I'll make a little more. And he pulls out a chicken foot and then just pours the rest on the ground. That was probably a bad idea. That smells bad. Yeah, can't do it now. Okay, you want a bite?
No.
All right.
No.
I also have healing hands, so my healing will do more now.
All right, so You guys, I've described the rest of the room to you. You search the pallets and stuff, don't find much of anything of value there. I didn't hear anybody cutting finger bones or toe bones off, so I guess we just did that off screen. And you have the stairs to the north. Oh, you also have a tooth that is fallen out on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I was like, somebody lost a tooth?
Wow.
Bridger, would you help me move him into the previous room? Probably better if he wakes up somewhere that's more safe than this room.
Okay.
We drag him face first.
As one does with a large orc.
Man, I'm glad I don't go down in a single hit from a small, weak kobold.
Actually, in Tooth's defense, it was a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, normally I'm the one dropping them with one hit.
That is true.
What's up ahead here? Let's ask this. Does anybody need healed before we continue on?
No, I'm good.
Somehow I feel better already. I know I took a beating that last little fight, but I'm good. Thanks.
So one of my witch things I could take is
Fine.
living hair. Could you imagine Bridger with like this big poofy thing of hair?
Why am I seeing him with a big surfer dude? You know?
No, see, you got the big poofy like surfer hair with a big old full beard, and the beard's the part that actually moves.
I mean, it doesn't specify, so realistically, it could just be like back hair.
Armpit hair.
Pubes.
All right, so you guys are seeing a passage, about 20 feet wide passage, at the end of 3 naturally carved stairs going up into another room. What would you like to do?
I'd like to figure out how to use my sword more effectively. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Practice makes perfect.
Well, for right now, you get +1 to your hit and damage rolls according to the level up key here in the Pathfinder Beginner's Box manual.
Uh-huh.
And you get 1 to your AC. So you get 1 to AC, 1 to all 3 savings throws, perceptions, and your spell DCs and attack rolls.
That's if you're proficient with those things.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to figure out, is how I can become proficient with that. That's a class feat, or what is it?
There should be a general feat that I believe would do that.
Okay.
But you don't get a general feat yet.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
All right, I got, available right now, 2nd level, skill feat and class feat. And so sounds like I got to wait more.
Yeah, I believe so.
Next level, you'll get a general feat.
Okay.
Unless there's a way to work it. Like I remember in 1st edition, your rogues tricks.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that was like take a combat feat.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
there's something similar to that.
I'm not seeing it if there is, but
I was gonna say
okay.
some class feats turn into other types of feats when you take them. So.
Okay, cool. I did select a class feat though, so that's kind of cool.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Yeah, what is it? Tell us.
It's called Nimble Dodge.
Ooh.
That sounds really good for you.
Yeah, after that last combat.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's something that Donk should invest in, too.
That's one of the ones I'm looking at.
Gives you.
Did you take Trap Finder?
Not this level.
Did you have it already? Is one of us able to just
Find shit?
Or are we just stumbling around?
We're probably
hoping
just stumbling around.
Yeah.
Kurt, are you taking precise shot or?
Nah, fuck precise shot. That's a worthless feat. Nobody needs precise shot. That's only for people whose dice suck.
You'll never use that.
I do have Trap Finder as a class feat.
You do have it? Okay, so one of us has it. Cool.
Your ranged bow user did take hunted shot, not precise shot.
Nice.
Because there's not precise shot in 2nd edition.
See, it was such a worthless feat they got rid of it. It's not even in there anymore. Just saying. More than one way to skin a cat, y'all.
All right, so but I get a +1 now. I'll take it. Going back to the fighting shit.
Hey Kurt, do you need more than one way? You sadistic fuck.
Oh yeah, entertainment.
I repeat my previous statement.
Guys, on that note, I'm looking through the different feats that I'm trying to select from. There's one called Impressive Tool.
Yes.
I think that's improvised, but that's okay.
I like my version better.
That's what she said.
Along with that, there's Lie to Me.
That's what she said.
Lie to me is actually pretty cool if you're based on deception. It allows you to use deception skill to determine if someone is being honest and stuff.
Are we ready to sally forth into the...
Is that baby's name, Sally?
Well, it might be. Might be Bonnie.
Bridger has moved up to these 3 little alcoves and wants to kind of peek into all of them to make sure there's no kobolds or anything that are hiding and pissing themselves.
These look like this is where the ones that were in the room eating their supper lived. There you see, just a few common personal items. Also some strange things, like there's like a comb, even though none of them have hair, and there's like a spork, which looks like they've actually bit the end of a spoon to make a spork, and some chicken bones, various bits and bobs of colored rocks, just regular junk.
Now, this bedding here, is it like super filthy, or is it like, I mean, obviously it's kind of dirty because it's hay on the floor, but are we talking like bugs and insects rolling around, or does it look relatively clean?
Well, I mean, they're kobolds, so, there's a lot of dirt, but you don't see like any vermin so much. You probably wouldn't want to sleep here for the night, but you could.
I'm going to think about the unconscious guy in his full plate armor back there and look at this nice, comfortable bedding and then actively decide not to bother hauling his heavy ass all the way up here.
Well, you do remember that he does like to live out in the sticks because he's from the swamp, so he might feel right at home here if he woke up.
I repeat my previous statement.
Right on. So, what would you like to do?
Onward.
All right, give me a marching order of who's going up the stairs.
Ukua will bring up the rear.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Nat will follow the 2 rogues.
And I guess that means Bridger between Nat and Uko.
Go ahead and put everybody right up there into the mouth of that cavern at the end of right there in the mouth. The mouth of the cavern, the passageway into the cavern beyond. And as you come up those 3 stairs and walk forward, you can see in the gloom with your dark vision the following. It looks like there's a gaping pit open in the floor in the center of this large natural chamber, and on the far side a ledge overlooks the entry that you're standing in. Atop this ledge is an ornate stone throne that looks entirely out of place in this room, as a regal kobold wearing an oversized crown made of fish bones sits atop the throne. She looks down at you and the 2 kobold guards at the foot of the stairs and turns to the kobold next to her and says,
Kill them! Kill the intruders! They will feed the baby well!
And we'll have to find out what happens next time on Shield Bash. Thank you, everybody.
One-track mind, them kobolds. Just kill, murder, death.
Shield Bash is made in association with Knights of the Octagon and the Farmageddon Gaming Convention. Find us online at shieldbash.net, on Facebook at Shield Bash, on Twitter at Bash Shield, and on YouTube at Shield Bash. Bumper music provided by Lee Rosevere. Other artists can be found in the episode description. Troubles in Otari, Abomination Vaults, Serpent Skull, and Pathfinder are the property of Paizo Publishing Inc. Leave a comment on iTunes for a chance to hear us read it out on the podcast. Questions and comments can be sent to shieldbashpodcast@gmail.com.